Gohan. Who are the top 10 Gohans in Dokkan? Call it a tier list, call it a top 10, whatever you want to call it. That is exactly what we are going to discuss in this video. But first, it is time for the subscriber challenge. Now, I want you guys to either pick heads or tails. If you win, then you win. But if you lose, then you lose. And if you lose, you have to subscribe because that is the challenge. So pick right now, 3, 2, 1, go. What's it going to be? It's going to be tails. So if you picked heads, then you lose. And if you lose, you have to subscribe because that is the challenge. Now, straight away, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I think I'm going to have some very controversial takes. A lot of people are probably going to hate me for this. But at the very least, I do request that you guys hear me out on why I place the units where I place them. Number 1 is not controversial whatsoever. LRAGL Gohan, the best EZA in the game. Not only is he the best Gohan in the game, he is arguably the best unit in the game, period. He's up there with Piccolo. I think it's fair to say he is easily top 3, but he's definitely in that conversation for the best unit in the game. He guards, he does good damage when you transform, defensively good, link set, one of the best link sets in the entire game. He is an incredible unit on a lot of teams. Like, you can use this guy anywhere. Just a very, very well made unit. Very beautiful EZA. Arguably the greatest EZA they have ever done. Chef's kiss. Mwah. And then at number 2, I think this still is not controversial. I think a lot of people would agree with this, even if you hate this beast Gohan, which I do, well, Ultimate Gohan, whatever you want to call it. Even if you hate this unit, I think most of us can agree that this unit is probably number 2 on this particular list. And to that I would say yes, he is. As bad as he is, as disappointing as he was, as much as I hate him, he is still a good unit, a very, very solid unit. Very inconsistent, but still a good unit compared to the rest of the game of Gohans. Offensively, he's got a lot of potential. Even defensively, he's not awful. He's not what you would want him to be, but he still is number 2 on this. I think that most people can agree with that. So far, the top 2 on this list, I don't think it's controversial so far. I think this is a very, very fair list so far. But my number 3 unit on this list is what everyone is gonna hate. And do I admit that I have a bias towards this unit? Probably. But I'm putting the Goku and Gohan exchange unit at number 3. And then, alongside him at number 4, I'm putting this Goku and Gohan. My reasoning as to why this guy is number 3 is linked to this guy over here. Because at first I was thinking it's going to be this. He is number 3 and then he is number 4. But then I thought about it. Wait a minute. Okay, the one thing the LR has over the STR Goku and Gohan is offense, obviously. In terms of the amount of teams that they are on, in terms of their link set, equal. Very equal in terms of teams and links. However, in fact, one more thing, that Goku and Gohan, like I said, have much better offense than the STR Goku and Gohan. But defensively, in my opinion, the utility of the STR Goku and Gohan is superior to the LR. And the reason I say that is because, let's say you get a double super off with this guy, he'll be at around 800k defense, which is solid. If you get the key requirement, this guy will double super, so let's assume that you always get that. Let's assume you always get that additional super from the passive. In that case, he's at 800k defense. This guy, after he supers once, let's say he's at around 500k defense. That's without getting any dodging off. Without any dodging, because he builds up from dodging after he supers, with support, let's say they both have support, this guy will be at around 800k defense, this guy will be at around 500k defense. Let's say that. But the difference is, this guy has a 50% chance to stun, and he also has a 50% chance to dodge. I know, very controversial, but this is my opinion. And furthermore, on top of all of that, this Goku and Gohan, when they do exchange into Gohan, which is difficult to get to, but if you do get to it, then he is arguably like number 1. In fact, if you only talk about the exchange Gohan, if you only talk about the Gohan version of this unit, then he would probably be number 1 or number 2. Number 1 or number 2 on this list, I would say. Certainly on par with them. I think he would potentially be number 1 if it was just the Gohan. My point in saying that is that he has that in his back pocket. And to be fair, someone might say with this unit, the LR, they also have something in their back pocket. The active skill. And their active skill is very powerful. It does a lot of damage and then it gives them guaranteed crits for the turn. But for me, it's like, I'd rather have defense in your back pocket than the offense in your back pocket. That's just me. Which is why I'm putting the STR Goku and Gohan at number 3. I know this is very controversial. This is extremely controversial. But this is my opinion. And that is what I'm going to say about that. And by the way, make no mistake, they are a very powerful unit. The only criticism that I would have of them is that they are a bit of a weird unit in the sense that they are literally just a worse version of the LR Gods and the LR Super Saiyan 4s from the 7-year anniversary. They are literally just a worse version of them. Still a very good unit, but because they came out before the anniversary on Global, it did feel like that they did hold back with this unit in that he's not on their level. Like, he is easily worse than them. He's still very good, but he's like not on their level. It's like the difference between Gamma 2 and Cooler. In fact, I would say the difference between the LR Gods and this Goku and Gohan is even greater. I think Gamma 2 is closer to Cooler than these guys are to the LR Gods, if that made any sense whatsoever. And next I have the GOAT, the best aging unit in Dokkan, arguably, Tech Gohan. There's not much to say there. Everything there is to say has already been said. Best aging unit in the game. Good in pretty much any content, except like the World Tournament or something like that. The point is, if you're struggling with difficult content, this guy will probably help you out in whatever stages that you are struggling with. Very good unit, stacks defense, guards, just a very powerful kit. A lot of people might be thinking, where's this guy? Where's Super Saiyan 4 Gohan? And there he is, my boys. Now, I will say that with an easy A, this guy's got the potential to be number 1. Easily. Easily. All he needs is increased stats. And war bloody lure. War bloody lure. Even as he is, a very good unit. The only issue is his requirements. Now, to be fair, you only need 2 Giant Ape power category allies, which isn't a lot, but there's only one top tier unit that fits that requirement, which is the LR Super Saiyan 4s, and the LR Super Saiyan 4s does not link well with this unit. Now, to be fair, in the future, when we get more Giant Ape power allies for this guy could shoot up to top 3 maybe, or something like top 4 even maybe. But as he is right now, I think he's really good. I think he's definitely worth number 6, but I would not put him in the top 5 right now. However, with an easy A, he could be number 1. And furthermore, one thing that I will say to defend myself is that if you do put this guy in slot 1, if you do fulfill his requirements, like the most difficult content, this guy is not going to be a slot 1 juggernaut. He'll be a slot 2 juggernaut, but he won't be a slot 1 juggernaut, which is what you would want this guy to be. Now, he's not awful in slot 1, but he's not taking double digits off normals from the most difficult content. He just isn't. Like in Red Zone Broly, for example, this guy isn't taking double digits off normals. But after he supers, then he will take double digits. So slot 2, beautiful. Slot 1, he needs a little bit of help. And then, like I'm saying, with the easy A, just give him increased stats and he will be a slot 1 juggernaut. And honestly, sooner or later, he will get that easy A. And now, to be fair, he is still a very powerful unit. Even as he is right now, a very powerful unit. So let me not underrate this guy because he is really, really good. But I don't think he's top 5. I think he is number 6. Next, we have Physical Future Gohan. Where is he? There you are. A tremendously good easy A when he came out. Just a very good unit. Aged pretty well, if I'm being honest. Not quite top 6, but he's close enough. Still a very usable unit. A very good unit. Especially on the team with LR Trunks and Vegeta. On that team, he is a phenomenal unit. Next, we have AGL Kid Gohan. Where are you? There you are. Just a phenomenal unit, a great design. He supports with defense to the whole rotation. He gives ki to the whole rotation. One of the best active skills, healing, extra support on top of the support he already gives. And then he guards for the turn. Just an excellent unit. Just a very, very good unit. Aged very well. Stacks defense. I don't know if I mentioned that. Just a very powerful unit overall. There's not much more to say there. Next, I'm going to put 2 units in the last slot. And then for the last 10, you can put them in any order. But these 2, again, you can put them in any order. The reason STR Gohan is not any higher is because he's only got a high chance to guard. The reason why Gohan, the STR Ultimate Gohan, is not any higher on the list is because of chance to guard. He has a chance to guard, which for me, I hate chance to guard, which is why he's pretty low on the list. To be fair, 9 is still not bad at all. It's still top 10, but he would be higher, obviously, if he had that guaranteed guard. If he had guaranteed guard, he'd be like somewhere up here-ish. And where is here-ish? I don't know. Literally, I said here-ish and I went everywhere. I don't know what I'm doing there. But the point is, he'd be a lot higher than he is if he had that guaranteed guard. And then Trunks and Gohan, they are still a decent unit. They just got a little bit unlucky with what happened with the 7-year anniversary. With all that power creep, but to be fair, so did like every other unit in the game. They're still a solid unit. You can use them, they'll help you out. Definitely a good unit and definitely worthy of this list. Okay, so I've got the truth list up here as well, and the top of the list is quite similar to mine, and the bottom of the list is quite similar to mine. It's just the middle where we disagree a little bit. He's got Super Saiyan 4 Gohan at number 3, I've got Super Saiyan 4 Gohan at number 6. And then I've got STR Goku and Gohan at number 3, and the truth has him at number 7. Now, if you're gonna say to me that I'm overestimating Goku and Gohan, you have to agree that the truth is underestimating him. You might say I'm overestimating Goku and Gohan, the STR one, but then you have to admit the truth is underestimating him. Because Goku and Gohan on the truth list, the truth had him underneath Int Super Saiyan LR Goku, which in my opinion is just wrong. As you guys can see here, the truth had Goku and Gohan at number 60, and then he had Int Namek Goku at 57, and I think Goku and Gohan are easily better than Int Namek Goku. So if you're gonna say I'm overestimating the STR Goku and Gohan, then you have to also admit that the truth is underestimating Goku and Gohan. And if you can agree to that, I'll be like, fair enough. But in my opinion, STR Goku and Gohan is number 3. If you want to put them in the same, if you want to do that, like put them in the same slot, put them both at number 3, and then take everyone else one up, I'll be fine with that. Out of these two, who would I take up? If I can only take one up, probably STR Ultimate Gohan, but I could see it either way, which is why I've got them in the same slot, so it doesn't matter. But either way, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, then do leave a like and do comment, because those things do help out with the algorithm. With that said, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time. And also do subscribe, especially if you fail the challenge, because that is the challenge.